Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watch Your Realms video. We are back with another banner review. This weekend we're gonna have Nerissa as well as Vorn, and then we're also gonna have the usual 2x banners as well as an ancient banner that this is basically an ordinary one. There's no rate ups on anything, so it's literally a gamble between the 20 over non-lots and lots that you can summon from the ancient summoning pool, which is great, I guess, for whales who are just, looking to get awakenings across the board. But for the average player, probably better to save because of the new banner PD system, where every 3 units that you proc, it actually brings you, every unit that you proc, in fact, brings you closer to getting 1 banner unit. And bearing in mind that that PD doesn't carry across banners, it's just way better as a free-to-play or low spender to, wait for your desired banners. But yeah, those are the banners that we have. Vorn, Nerissa specifically, I think are the one of the better banners that we've had in a while. I think the Nurcha Numera one was great as well. But this one, I think, just completes the cycle because we already had the Nestia and Numera banners. So now you need Vorn to complete the entire thing. And while we're on that topic of summoning, I do have a collab with SmileOne. So they are having a special, like a discount event this weekend. Not only from just purchasing WGO, but they have a couple of new packs that we're going to take a look at. So the promotion starts from 5th September, which is Friday, and it runs all the way through to Tuesday, in fact. And there are a couple of packs to buy. I think the one that's most noteworthy is actually this Gear Rate 2 bundle that you have. So you get a chance to get Kinghas, Aelin, Ardea, Brokir, Percy, Crodor, Malvura, Regulus, Sadie, and Valkyra. So I think the most interesting hero out of this entire pack is probably Ardea. It is the Northerner pack, if I can be honest, because the only unit that's not a Northerner in this mix is actually Percy and Regulus. But yeah, all of these units are going to be great for Gear Rate 2. That's going to be 4,999 WGO. And then you also get a bunch of summons. And the top one, I think that's the more free-to-play friendly one. I think it's pretty similar to the free-to-play pack, which you get if, let's say, you don't spend for a fair bit. That pack does show up. And then we also have other packs here. Some more rare summons. A chain bundle one where for 9,000 WGO you get 80 over summons, 1.6k gems, a divine summon, and some stamina. Honestly, it only makes sense if you're spending just to get these packs, and some of this have a purchasing limit. Actually, in fact, only the top 2 one that you're seeing right on screen, those have a purchase limit of 3. The rest are all 1 per account. So yeah, if you'd like to purchase any of these packs or just purchase WGO in general, just feel free to use my SmileOne link. It's going to be in the video description, and I'm also going to pin it on my Discord moving forward. So yeah, let's get back to the video. So Vorn and Nerissa. Let's talk about Vorn first because that's the more straightforward unit. Vorn is a Pierce Esotericist unit. It's a marksman. And his stats are okay, it's nothing too crazy, but what we really want to focus on is actually his skill kit. So Vorn is what's going to complete your Poison Trio team if, let's say, you already have Nestia and Numera from the last few banners that we just had. So the unique thing about him is that he's the only hero in the game that can inflict 2 types of poison. And 2 types here doesn't mean that it's 2 different types. It's just 2 different instances, and with Vorn in the mix, you basically can get up to 40 stacks of poison when you use the Poison Trio team. So both are 33% chance to proc, and when the poison effect expires, he gains 1% attack and increases for each stack of poison expired for 15 seconds, and you can get up to a 20% increase, which basically means that every Toxic Surge that Numera gets, you get this slight boost for Vorn. It's gonna be 30. It's gonna use up all the stacks of poison. So essentially, it's just gonna get that 20% stack every now and then. And his ultimate is auto. The big thing here is the dispel. It's gonna be great for Samura if you don't already have a dispeller. And then other than that though, the other big thing is the shield break buff. So he himself does how do I see it here? That's not a very good view. Let's actually go to my Vorn to see the skill description. Yeah, there we go. So you can see here, shield break for himself is 50%, and the shield break that he offers his allies is 30%. It's for the 2 allied fighter units with the highest attack, which typically it's going to be Kikiri and Wukong if you're running the standard teams. And every time he casts his ultimate, he also gets the permanent magic resistance penetration up to 50%. And yeah, that's basically it. All you need to know about Vorn. He gives shield break, he does 2 stacks of poison, he basically completes the poison trio. So if you're wondering if you should summon, and you already have Nestia and Numera, I think it's kind of a no-brainer that you want to go for this. And then onto his awakenings, the big ones are actually a 1 shield break given to 3 units instead, which means that not only does Kigiri and Wukong get this shield break, you're gonna give it to, who is that? Numera as well. And then if let's say you get to A3, it increases by 1 even further, so it's gonna be given to Moradin. And then yeah, the flash walk can be done 2 times, so nothing too crazy. And then yeah, there's some damage reduction, which is honestly not too crazy. So I'll say that A0 Vorn is more than enough. In fact, the entire poison team, A0 is good enough to break the second magic shield. You don't need to go beyond that. Given that there are a lot of rumors on what's coming, I think it's good to save up if you already have Vorn and you already have Nerissa, but I think if you don't have him, he's the last missing puzzle. I think you should go for this banner. In fact, even if you have Nestia, but you don't have Numera, I'll still say that Vorn might be a good unit to go for this weekend because you also have Nerissa on the banner, and both of them are amazing units. So why not? Because you can always summon Nerissa like every single day. Like even right now, if you're summoning on the non-2x banner, you're gonna see Numera in the mix. So yeah, I think that drives the point across. Alright, so next unit, that's gonna be Nerissa. So I don't have Nerissa as well. If you guys don't already know, Nerissa is basically the copycat of Percy. It's like the exact same unit, even down to the stats. I think there's just a slight difference in terms of their attack or HP. I forgot about how much it is, but they are pretty darn close when it comes to that. Range is also similar. The big difference here is that Nerissa applies a constant inspiration. It's 20% inspiration to the same unit that you apply it to for the entire fight. So it's gonna be better in terms of inspiration compared to Percy because it's 100% uptime. And also the fact that if let's say you get Abyssal Favor on that unit, if that unit is something like a Moradin and they shift beyond Nerissa's usual attack range, you will still be able to actually provide heals to them. So I think that's pretty huge. Given that I'm not a Nerissa owner, I didn't know about that until I realized that, you know, some people are doing Maverick trial runs where they got Moradin to shift away from Nerissa and they were still receiving the heal even though they were beyond her attack range. So I think that's one thing to actually consider. And then the next thing to consider is that her ultimate is actually pretty good against shields in Abyss. So you don't have to even build her in crit. She has a lot of multipliers. So first of all, you can see here, when the ultimate is activated, each basic attack now deals 10% magic damage 30 times to the enemy target at the lowest HP in range. Increases damage by, this is going to be 60% to enemies with shields. And the ultimate lasts for 12 seconds and you cannot gain the Black Pulse, which is what she needs to cast the ultimate. So other than the fact that it does shield damage, you have to also remember that 30 times 12, that's 360 hits. That's going to come in handy in other areas as well. So for example, right now, the United Front stages, it is a mix of Styx and the Conqueror's Codex. Nerissa works great there. And then obviously for the Styx Codex as well, Nerissa is also kind of game breaking there. So I think those are the two areas that you want to consider. Like if you want to push for those areas of the game and you don't have Nerissa at the moment, then this is probably going to be one of the better banners to go for her on. And if you already have Percy, but you don't want to push for any of those content, then I think it's worthwhile to actually skip her. I am running currently on my Abyss team. It's actually Percy. Right now, the team is doing about 55k. I mean, this is the best run I've had so far. And you can see no Percy here, but if we hop over here to try to look for a Nerissa attack, you can see, yeah, 659k. That's not too shabby. This one is not as good. Probably. So you have to bear in mind that shield damage is not shown, right? So yeah, this is 3.3 million, but I think you guys get the point. She can do decent damage against the shield, definitely. And it will definitely help against, you know, actually getting you to that 60k score that you actually need. You can see in this case, this guy, Alien, Nerissa, yeah, just the standard team. Yeah. Nerissa again here, yeah, 2.7 million. So you guys get the point. It's gonna do some decent damage. It's gonna be a bit more fragments that can get you to the 60k. So I really don't think that, you know, she's a bad unit in any way. It just depends on what your goals are. If let's say you already have a Percy at Decent Awakening, then probably not the banner to go for if you want to save up and you're free to play. But yeah, if let's say to sum up, right, if you already have Nestia and Numera, you don't have Vorn, then definitely go for this banner. If let's say you don't have Percy, then definitely also go for the Nerissa. But it depends on how much summons you have. If you feel like a limited banner is coming soon and you want to save up, then obviously save up for that, because limited banners are not going to rerun for quite some time before we get to before we actually get them again. So yeah, two great units. I may summon just one PD to try to get Nerissa. Worst case scenario, I get Vorn A1, which is still going to be great for me, but it's not going to be a banner that I go super hard on because yeah, I'm waiting for that Kigiri banner. I really need Kigiri A3 to be able to push past the 60k score that I'm currently not getting in Abyss. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, I'll leave my SmileOne link below in the video description. And I do also have a new guild which I started a couple of days back. We still have 16 spots to fill. We're not gonna focus on GVG at all in this guild. So if you're interested, you can join my Discord and just ping me or even add me in the game, and then I can invite you to the guild. There's literally no requirements here. We basically just want a place for people to chill and not do GVG because that actually takes up quite a bit of time. And yeah, we are able to clear Abyss, Nightmare 3, and Nightmare 4 every day. Samra as well, so no issues if you're not hitting big scores there. We just need people to fill it up and, you know, bump up the guild EXP as soon as we can so that we can actually get to the Ancients and Mythic Shard Essence unlocks. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.